Well, just a great CAA league win. You know, I love the atmosphere in here tonight. I would like to duplicate that, maybe do it every night. But great weekend for the college with Charter Day and a lot of ex-players back here for us for the weekend and a lot of visitors on campus. So just a great weekend for the college. And I'm really proud of our performance today. We beat a really fine basketball team. I'm really proud of the team, especially after the week we've had. I mean, not to dwell on that, but Omar missed a week of practice with an injury. Jack and Paul and others have had the stomach virus and haven't practiced in a week. So, and we haven't had a great week, you know, to travel back yesterday from a very disappointing loss at Drexel and play as well as we did was a wonderful thing to see.
At Omar's suggestion, I looked this up, you're 9-0 in games you have at least 20 assists, which probably doesn't surprise you, really.
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't. I couldn't give him that statistic, but I know in our wins, we're 20 to 28 assists almost without fail. In our most recent losses, we've had 12 and 13 assists. You know, we have a tendency when things aren't going well and I think it's out of desire to be successful, but to kind of play one-on-one. And when we play this way together, you kind of try basketball, we're really, really good offensively. In our last game, our three captains had a negative 2-to-1 assist-turnover ratio. 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 2, I believe it was. Tonight, David Cohn, our three captains, has 7 assists, no turnovers. Daniel Dixon, 5 assists and no turnovers, and Omar 3 and 2. So that's a difference in winning and losing for us. It really is.
And to do that against one of the league's best defensive teams, what specifically do you have to do against Charleston?
Well, you know, it's an old coaching cliche, but we defended, and our offense was a positive result of that. The first half, our defense was really good, and we really rebounded the ball, and as a result, got our fast break running game going. And from when we do that, everything flows for us. When we don't get stops, everything's a half-court game, and we haven't been as efficient as we would like in our execution there. So we're pretty good in open court. I mean, I've said this before, but you know, people that say we run the Princeton offense really have never seen us play. I'll tell you that. I mean, because we may have bits and pieces of that, but we're a very good open court team.
Nathan Knight really capitalized defensively. So what would you care to share some of your thoughts on his performance, particularly what thoughts are planning in your mind considering the next 3 years moving forward?
Well, he's really good. I mean, no secret, I guess, there. He's a really fine freshman that we've known since the day he committed to us how good he could be. Now, what I'm proud of is his improvement right now. He's a much more complete player today than he was a month ago. You know, he's always been able to score the ball a little bit, but he's really improved his defense. I felt like he had several blocks tonight. I haven't seen his stat line, but only one, I guess. But 1 block, one steal, 2 assists, no turnovers. So a very complete player. And I'm very proud of his free throws, 5 for 5 tonight. He's been about a 55% free throw shooter. In the last 2 weeks, we said, you must go shoot free throws every day outside of practice, and it's really paid off for him. So love what he's doing. Really nice that his mom was here today, all the way from Syracuse, New York, so that was exciting to see for her.
How do you plan on continuing this momentum onto the road?
I'm taking these goals with us and taking the crowd with us. I don't know. We need to play better on the road. We really do. It's probably been the biggest difference in this team in our last 3 or 4 years is that those teams were tough enough, mentally and physically, disciplined enough to be successful on the road. This team has not done that consistently. You know, somebody asked me, you know, what's the big difference in home and on the road? And, you know, my question was this. I mean, have you ever gone to full day of classes at William and Mary, had a 5, 6, or 7 hour bus ride to your location, practiced that night, got in a hotel room about 10:30 at night, and played the next day in a gym you've never really been in a whole lot? And so it's just different on the road. It's just different. And we so far haven't been tough enough to carry this over on a consistent basis. good time to do that.
Anything else?
You mentioned playing faster, playing up tempo. There was, I think, about 4 straight possessions where you guys dumped it there. Just kind of talk about the high percentage shots you guys got there midway through the second half.
Well, I think our shot selection's gotten better. Wasn't very good at Drexel, but, for the last 3 weeks, it's been much better as a ball club. We have good athletes out here. I mean, we really do. So guys that can make the play around the rim. But I love the way we shared the ball in those fast break opportunities. Almost every one of those dunks came off of an assist. Maybe the play of the game in my mind, I'm not sure it turned the game, but, Daniel with 4 fouls. One of their players drove on the right baseline. Daniel blocks the shot. One senior blocks the shot. Takes 1 or 2 dribbles, pitches it ahead to Omar Pruitt, another senior who's running the floor. Made an incredible catch. I mean, I really think Omar's the only kid in this gym that could have caught that and finished that play. But unselfish play by Daniel to his teammate, and a great finish. I love that. Really love that.
I guess with Daniel, it kind of goes to what we were talking about earlier this week, how complete he is. He's 3 of 11 from the field, but did everything else. Block shots, rebounds.
Yeah, that's where we've always tried to get Daniel. He's a complete player. And I think for a while, everybody labeled him as a shooter, and he kind of liked that label, and he became just a shooter. But he's our best perimeter defender. 5 assists tonight, great decision maker, and he can rebound the ball. I mean, I think he had 7 rebounds tonight. He and Omar had 7 each tonight. So, we need those guys to be complete players for us.
Coach, can you talk about Greg, how well he played?
Yeah, really, really happy for Greg. I mean, this has been a really hard year for Greg. He missed four months with a concussion. That's been well documented early in the season, but it's never gotten to the level we felt he would play this year, and that's why, I think, basically. He missed all the off-season. He missed our preseason, and been rusty, but it's really neat to see him have the confidence and play at the level he did today. Took good shots, defended and rebounded better, and he's a real key for us. If we're going to be really good down a stretch, Greg's going to have to continue to play the way he is. So I'm really excited for him and really happy for Greg.
Coach, 4 games separate us from today to the CAA playoffs. What things are you and the team trying to focus on as you prepare for those playoffs, and what things are you trying to keep out of your focus?
Well, one of the things we've got to be really smart about as a staff in the next 3 weeks is to rest our guys, have them physically feel good at the end of the year. Now, you can't sometimes prevent an injury, but we have to be smarter about our practices, time off, days off, shorten the practices a little bit. And we really just want to be at our peak in the month of March. And we're really getting better right now. I think if you take just a nightmare game up at Drexel out of the picture, we've been really good over the last 3 weeks. Need to continue to focus on the things that have been weaknesses for us, our rebounding and our defense. So we do those things well. We're good enough to score the ball that we can beat a lot of people. And this team has to learn to take every possession and every day like it's the only day or only possession. And we haven't gotten to that point with this team yet.
Anything else?
Thank you. Thanks for being here.